Hola chicos y chicas, ya estoy aquí de nuevo, he comprado una nueva Xbox porque bueno, la anterior se me fastidió, se la dieron las tres luces rojas y he aprovechado un mes a comprarla, esperarme a comprarla porque he tenido exámenes y bueno, ya que estaba, prefiero centrarme en estos exámenes y comprarla después. Así que nada, vamos a hacer una pequeña partida al Call of Juarez y Gunslinger y nada, vamos a ver qué tal está. Jugar a la demo, historia. Voy a pasar los vídeos porque no tengo ganas de tragarme los vídeos. Ya cuando me lo compre sí que los dejaré, pero de momento no. Y nada, a ver qué tal. Ya he hecho un par de vídeos del Gears of War Judgment. Y nada, estos vídeos los subiré de aquí 2 o 3 días. Primero dejaré este. Y vamos a ver qué tal está el juego. Ha salido en arcade, o sea, no es como los otros Call of Juarez, que venían en formato físico. Han decidido hacerlo así. Supongo que la historia debe ser algo más corta.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why,
Veo que el juego tiene un poco de cel shading.
let me
Me
tell you
acuerdo
what
que los
happened
otros no
that
eran
day.
así, tan...
I was heading back to the
De
hideout.
momento tiene buena pinta.
I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
La verdad es que el de Call of Juarez de Cartel es una auténtica porquería.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Hell, shoot that sumbitch!
La verdad es que me está gustando bastante.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast.
They're coming from the rear!
Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out of it. So that's just what I did. As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
I'm putting you down.
Vamos ahí, venga, va.
Watch out! He's one of them!
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens
Dale,
with
dale.
their heads
Ahí,
cut
ahí.
off.
A ver, a ver.
Do you myself?
¿Esto qué es, Matrix?
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there. Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the
De
sharpest.
momento el juego tiene
tools in the shed.
bastante buena pinta.
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Esto es... corta. Continuar.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Watch your flank!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house.
Cálzate, venga, va.
But that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
You ain't going nowhere.
No, mierda. Va. Ahí me gusta.
It was a bit of a
Venga, va.
slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house. And like that, I was inside, none the worse for
Uy,
wear.
pero si es de los míos, joder.
I passed Dirty Dave,
Venga, va.
and upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Bolton.
Te quiero encontrado. Vale.
I'm done with you. How about that? Huh? You like that?
Billy el niño.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and
Toma
get
ya.
to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm. I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming. That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side."
Venga.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. "They got a Gatling," Billy shouted.
Hola, pero si le he
"Get the
dado.
horses and
Venga
bring
ya.
'em round back. I'll draw their attention."
Ahora. ¿Qué esto qué es?
He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then.
Those poor sons of bitches are done.
Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
Venga.
You were heading for the barn. You want to scalp your ass?
Making my way past
Ole.
the castle of fallen foes.
Ahí.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Venga, va. Vamos para adelante.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
Venga, va. Hostia, las puedo matar. Hostia, da punto.
After the fight, maybe we could treat ourselves to some fried chicken. And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
A ver, ¿qué es un duelo? Pues sí, un duelo. A ver qué tal.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Ay, ay, ay. ¿Y qué tengo que hacer? No tengo ni puta idea, pero bueno. Ole, vale, vale.
Oh, and that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
¿Qué pasa? Joder.
Stepped inside,
Hostia.
and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning. My throat's a mite dry, however, and I'm in need of some lubrication.
Pues nada, chicos, espero que os haya gustado. De aquí 2 días o 3 subiré un vídeo de Gears of War 3. Y nada, chicos, espero que os haya gustado y hasta otra.